What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with the Apex Evolution Seasonal Championship. It's from the Rally DLC thingy, and we have to use Rally Monsters in the S1 class. Since it's called Apex Evolution, and since the RS200 is the car that you can win, and it's an RS200 Evolution, so everything is fitting together. So we will use the RS200 Evo from 1985. Tuning share code is in the description as always, and we jump right into it. Obviously the RS200, one of the favorite cars that was in use in Forza Horizon 4 already. The Hoonigan RS200. Very good for all sorts of trailblazers in Horizon 5 as well. Again, one of the best at completing trailblazers, completing everything that requires a lot of speed, off-roading, skill. So, terrific vehicle. And here we are with the regular RS200 Evo, not the Hoonigan version. But in the S1 class, a very fast, nimble car, a very difficult drive, and we will have to focus a little bit on the race here as well, because it's definitely the most difficult drive of the week. And we will just have to make sure that we perform well here. Trailing into that corner, but I was going off the brakes earlier than the other guy. We were braking at the same time because we were obviously braking for the same corner. But when I was going off the brakes, I was rolling into the corner and into position to overtake. And that allowed us to grab first position here. This car is so fast. Because there's so much power and it weighs nothing. And it's so fast and not the easiest one to drive at all. So a very interesting drive, definitely. Up to over 60%. Now hitting the brakes hard. Going through that section. It's a difficult section because everything is so full of corners, and also with a lot of the racetracks in the base game, you have these long drawn-out corners where you can get a lot of speed and then stay on the throttle, go through the long, fast corner. And that is also where you can gain on the AI a lot. But here, a lot of technical sections, a very difficult drive compared to the championships in the base game this week. Nevertheless, we have a victory in race number 1. Going on to race number 2. So that gives us 20 points and a good starting position for the next one. Also 12,000 credits, not a whole lot. If you have to buy the car and the tune, it costs you more than the championship generates, but that's the issue with a lot of weeks. That if you have to buy it all, everything, car and tune, that a lot of the times the championship is not going to make back the money. But it's very difficult, especially when you talk about S1 class rally monsters, or sometimes with a variety of sports cars, hypercars, whatever it might be, or what's the other one called? The track monsters, track toys it's called. So you have a lot of situations where you really have very limited options that don't cost a whole lot of money. When you have tunes on top of the championship, oftentimes maybe nets you 30,000. If it's a good one, maybe 50,000. But usually when you spend several hundred thousand on a car and tune, it's impossible to recover that with a free race championship. And that was a bold lunge, but it worked. This one as well, very tight into the corner, held the line through. As well, cutting the checkpoint, getting right behind, poking the nose in. Now we have an acceleration duel here. Here the issue was we had to go left, but on the left where was the other car. And had that guy just pushed us out, we might have just gone completely off the road. That's entirely possible. So it was good that we found a safe exit from that situation. Because we definitely were at risk the moment we decided to attack there from the outside. Now again, a very technical section. Now if you get off the road here, you get off the road quite far. So you really want to make sure you stay safe here. This car has so much power and the low weight on top of it all. It's just crazy. So even with race tires, which is what is used in this tune, it's race tires. It's not like they just glue to the road when you have this much power and this little weight in combination. But it's definitely also the most fun drive this week. Also the hardest one. That often goes along. Initiating a drift here, very hard braking into the corner. Initiating another drift here to get a cleaner line through because we already compromised the line a little bit. Now going into the last section, that one a little less technical, but still more than enough. One hard corner, now a rather fast section through. Still had to tap the brake very shortly. Another hard corner. And now one fast and still somewhat bendy bit towards finish. Just lifting here. And now at 160 miles we cross the finish line. So it's really crazy how fast the car is right off the bat. Out of nowhere. It just accelerates like hell. And that's so much fun with these rally monster cars. Like, a lot of them are very similar in that regard. That out of the low speeds, they accelerate like hell. And especially on tracks like this where you don't really have a lot of straights but a lot of acceleration on relatively low speeds, up to 100, 150 miles an hour, the acceleration is so fast. It's definitely one of the more fun drives. I don't know what the DLC is called, by the way. I always call it the Rally DLC. I think it's Badlands? I don't know. The other one is the Hot Wheels one, I know that much, but here unfortunately not quite aware what exactly it's called. I mean, it says Badlands where I'm supposed to be Badlands, so I would assume that it's the Badlands DLC. Whatever. Shortly lifting there, but doing a double overtake out of the corner, not into it. And now we have to see how we progress. This is another sweet double overtake. Another one. We're nearly pushed to the side there. There's 3 cars next to each other. Not the most comfortable situation. A second would be enough to win, but obviously it's not what we want. to win the championship, that is. Second is, of course, not enough to win the race. Because, well, it's second. Braking a little late there, but it's okay. We have to find a section where we can make up some ground. A bad corner for the AI, like this one, for example. We made up some ground. And now we went from the outside to the inside, switched sides on him. Oh, that one was rough. That could have gone horribly wrong with that jump and then getting control over the car again. It was a rough drive, a very tough section here to keep control of the car. Here as well, so many bumps and so much jumping around, but it's very easy to lose control. If you hit a rock or land a little bit wrong, then it can all go horribly wrong in an instant. Here as well, another jump, if that goes into the wall, it can immediately go wrong and derail your entire race. But we landed right next to the wall, luckily for us. Now here again, if you drive these corners a little wrong, you end up on a rock, or you end up on a little bump in the road and flip the car, or initiate a jump where you really don't want one. So it's very easy to mess up in the technical section. You really have to pay attention there and be careful. And for me as well, commentating during a section like that, not the easiest thing. So if I'm just babbling along without making much sense, that's the main reason for it. Because you have to really focus on that section to get through clean. And even then, commentating takes a little bit of your attention away, so I'm glad we managed to do that. So that's the championship, that's 60 points. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.